Hi, my name is Logan Baker. I'm a senior at Northfield High School, and I am planning to attend the Colorado School of Mines next year, majoring in environmental engineering. The St. John's community has had a meaningful impact on my life. I was christened in the cathedral and have attended ever since. It has had a positive impact on my childhood, and it has been a source of spiritual strength for me for as long as I can remember. The spiritual atmosphere of the church inspired me to be confirmed my freshman year of high school. Ever since then, I have been more involved with the church itself, participating in youth groups and volunteer opportunities. All in all, St. John's has been important to me and will continue to be important to me in my adult life. The Gospel reading for Sunday, May 2nd, comes from John 15, lines 1 through 8. In contemporary language, it states, "I am the real vine, and my Father is the farmer. He cuts off every branch of me that doesn't bear grapes, and every branch that is grape-bearing he prunes back so that it will bear even more. You are already pruned back by the message I have spoken. Live in me. Make your home in me just as I do in you. In the same way that a branch can't bear grapes by itself, but only by being joined to the vine. You can't bear fruit unless you are joined with me. I am the vine, you are the branches. When you're joined with me and I with you, a relation intimate and organic, the harvest is sure to be abundant. Separated, you can't produce a thing. Anyone who separates from me is dead wood, gathered up and thrown on the bonfire. But if you make yourselves at home with me, and my words are at home in you, you can be sure that whatever you ask will be listened to and acted upon. This is how my Father shows who he is. When you produce grapes, when you mature as my disciples." That is the reading. God plays an active role in all of our lives. While we do have free will, and we are able to make our own decisions, there are circumstances that we could never predict or manipulate. These circumstances may be positive, in which case no one is struggling with them. But these circumstances may also be negative. The death of a loved one, a genetic and incurable disease, a global pandemic that no one can stop. These events are the things that truly challenge our faith, the things that do not come from our own individual actions. The response to such terrible events like these is usually quite consistent in the beginning. People feel shock. They cannot yet accept the situation that they are in. They next face pain or guilt, which then leads to anger and emotional bargaining. What follows is depression. These stages of grief are felt by all people in some fashion, but there is a turning point for all that determines their future. This point is when you either fall into resentment and bitterness, or you move upward into acceptance and hope. In this passage, God calls on man to follow the instruction of Jesus. He is the conduit between man and the Father. With the instruction of Christ, we know that sin keeps us away from God. What is more sinful than resentment, the child of envy and wrath? In bitterness, we are dead wood. As dead wood, we fall from the vine. The farmer, the one that grows the vine, is the one that oversees all that happens on his farm. The vine, the one thing connected to all the branches, is the connection that allows fruit to be born. A branch is nothing without its source of life. If it is disconnected from the vine, it dies. It can no longer bear the fruit that it was born to bear. And the only way a branch can live is if it stays connected to the vine, trusting in its strength and in its source. This year has been difficult for everyone in different ways. For a high schooler, the pandemic has led to struggle, both academically and socially. For a senior like me, this year was even more challenging. This year was the year that I applied to colleges. I applied to a wide variety of schools, most of which were out of state and extremely competitive. I did also apply to an in-state public university. One school, however, reached out to me early on in my senior year. They gave me the opportunity to apply early, so I did, with no intention of actually going. I barely thought about this school because its curriculum did not match my goals at the time. I was looking for a liberal arts program so that I could have more time to pick my major later on. When college decisions came out, I was hoping for at least one of the state schools, or out-of-state schools, to accept me. However, I was rejected by all of them. I was surprised. I was then sad and angry, feeling somehow betrayed. I had two options left: a huge in-state school or the university that I had shrugged off in the beginning. I felt a bitterness at first, that I had so few options, none of which I thought to be ideal. But then it occurred to me, I am but a branch on a vine grown by the farmer. I realized that my current predicament was out of my control. These out-of-state schools had turned away from me, not me from them. It took me a while to truly accept that this is my path, right here, right now. The acceptance of this then led me to explore both in-state schools. The school that I had brushed off from the beginning, the School of Mines, became my newfound excitement. I learned more about its programs, most notably the environmental engineering degree. I have been passionate about the environment for most of my life, so this program seemed to fit perfectly. This drove me to pick Mines not out of dread, but out of optimism. Instead of growing in resentment, I chose to accept my path and keep my faith that God has me on the road that I need to be on. This faith has allowed me to grow spiritually. This experience has been a test, and I must remember that I am only a branch. Obviously, I am still a bit mad at those out-of-state schools, but that will go away with time. We all must learn to bear the many burdens of mortal life. The many tragedies of life, some large and some small, have their purpose. Even if we cannot understand that purpose, we must have faith in God and in all that He does. We are all just branches on an eternal vine, and the farmer has a plan for all of us. We just have to be willing to grow and to stay on the vine. That way, we can all carry the fruit, just like we are supposed to. Thank you for your time.